Smart founders know something most people miss. Get your domain name even if you're not ready to launch your business. With Wix, you can grab yours now and then get to work. Here's why it matters. Back in 2019, I had this killer business idea, but I delayed getting the domain name because I wasn't ready. That was a huge mistake.
One left.
These Dallas County deputies have been searching for 23-year-old Army veteran Matthew McLaughlin for weeks.
Sheriff's officer, don't open the door!
They finally get a break in the case. Nothing about it raises alarms. They're told that Matthew simply disappeared.
Check everything.
But what investigators are about to uncover tells a far darker story. It was the beginning of one of the most disturbing and unsettling mysteries this small New Mexico town has ever seen.
The head and hands were in a trash bag that were then put inside a Harbor Freight bucket.
How long did it take you guys to dismember the body?
He threw away the last piece around last week, which was the torso and a leg bone. But there was no meat on it, it was just nothing but ribs and spine, hips.
What made you make the decision to kill Matthew?
On July 31st, 2025, police received a concerned phone call. According to one of Matthew's co-workers, he hadn't been at work for 5 days. Investigators then learned that he was seen walking along State Highway 64 on July the 25th by a member of the public and hasn't been seen since. Police speak to Matthew's two roommates, themselves Army veterans, who claim no knowledge of his whereabouts. Oddly, they hadn't thought of reporting him missing. However, the police, alongside Matthew's mother, Rebecca, began a widespread search for the missing veteran, including an online GoFundMe campaign. But as weeks turned into months, investigators began to fear the worst. In search of the truth, police re-interviewed Matthew's two roommates, 23-year-old Raynor Joyner and 22-year-old David DeGroat. They described Matthew as an untrustworthy drug addict and brought strangers back to their house. A new theory develops, suggesting Matthew's lifestyle may have played a role in his disappearance. However, the more they talk, the more rehearsed their stories seem. After more than 2 months of multiple interviews and a search for Matthew, investigators start to suspect he didn't just disappear, and the two men he lived with know why. On August the 17th, 2025, officers came prepared for a potential standoff and expected resistance. Both roommates are military trained, making this a high-stakes situation. Officers have brought in an armored vehicle and have no intention to back down.
Sheriff's office, throw your hands! Open and empty! Got dead space left! It's tight. Dead space right, I'm gonna move left. Byers and Kevin, clear that left. I'll hold right here. On me. Move it. Clear. Secondaries. Check everything.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, and I'm the CEO of Phoenix Energy. I look forward to you joining us at our next webinar where you can drill deeper into our bond offering. We currently
Clear. Watch your fingers. Just let it down so it doesn't hit us in the face when we go out.
Officers find neither of the roommates is at home to shed light on the mystery of Matthew's disappearance, and they may have to clear the property. However, it is at this moment that they notice something.
I'm gonna check that utility van. Got a vehicle approaching. that plate. Henry William John, 7586 out of Texas.
They got a lot of lanes.
The vehicle that just arrived carried 2 men, and they're armed. Officers are fully aware that one wrong move could turn this situation into a massacre.
He's got a gun at him. He's got a gun. He's got a gun in his waistband.
But against all expectations, both men step out within seconds, hands raised in surrender. Officers have no idea that this is just the beginning of all of the unexpected events that lie in wait. The officers carefully take both men into custody. Upon closer look, they confirm them to be Matthew's roommates, Joyner and David, the very people they had been trying to track down. After the search, officers hope a conversation with the roommates might finally lead to them finding Matthew. But the moment the officers get a hold of the men, they shatter any hope of finding Matthew alive. They tell him he is not only dead, but disposed of. Shortly after, one of them, Joyner, even agrees to guide the officers to Matthew.
You said it's about 7 miles down?
Yeah, the first one's like 5 miles.
First mile's like 5 miles? How comfortable do you feel,
Decapitated.
Nah, you know what, you're good, you're good. Just communicate with me through here. Guide me, I'm gonna sit in the front. Just guide us to where we need to go. Okay? Appreciate you, bro. All I can tell you is, me and my partner are the ones that did this. The fact that you're taking us to recover his body, the fact that you came clean and were honest, I'm gonna ensure that that's reflected with the district attorney. Okay?
Understood.
The officer will soon realize that the man they are now trying to recover is not in one piece.
I know it's past the majority. I know it's past these houses and shit because, again, I ain't fucking stupid. I know that fucking people might get curious about why it was a random fucking van.
Was off the road.
Yeah.
Did his blood spill in that van at all?
No, I bagged and tagged him tight. Like I said, work van. I don't want nothing shit in there.
Yeah, was it in a trash bag or what?
Yeah, trash bag. The head and hands were in a trash bag that were then put inside a Harbor Freight broken bucket.
And the head and hands are with the head or no?
Yes. So all those together. All the important like I got fires are together.
Just hang out, brother. Okay, what color is that bucket?
Green bucket. I can actually see it from here. Down in green.
Rose, wait a second, just so that we just hang out for a second, but we'll be right back with you, okay?
Along State Highway 64, which Joyner leads them to, officers discover several trash bags. Inside are what remains of Matthew. He had been chopped into multiple pieces and had been dead for days. The horror sight forces officers to sit down and finally learn what truly happened between these roommates and the horror Matthew endured while they were still searching for him. Officers sit opposite a man who has already confessed to killing the person they were hoping to find alive just a few hours earlier. And it will not take much time to get Joyner to speak. He spends the next 30 minutes to write out painful details of Matthew's last moments that only he seems to know.
Starting from July 25, at roughly 1800, 7 p.m. I, Joyner Raymond, confronted Matt on the rightmost path leading to the house about 600 meters away. When confronting Matt, I asked him to explain why he was spreading rumors about me and bringing drugs, strangers over to the house. He, Matt in parentheses, said that I didn't come up there often enough, so it was basically his place.
What?
Stop taking meeting notes and let ClickUp AI Note Taker do it for you. It allows you to focus on your meetings, not your notes. It captures everything from action items to key decisions. And after every call, you get a clear summary. But where it really goes to the next level is that it's the only AI note taker that connects your.
What Raynor describes next, which he describes as being in a dark state of mind, will take this case to a place it can never return from.
In a dark state of mind, I shot him with the Springfield Saint AR rifle I was carrying. After shooting him, I dragged his body to a tree 40 meters away on the left side of the road, July 26
That's crazy, bro.
/27. I went to work. After work, I went to Harbor Freight and bought buckets.
My other friend helped him, you know what I'm saying, carry out what he did.
Not having what I felt I needed, I went to Tractor Supply. There I got trash bags and a splitter axe from there.
Minutes after shooting his friend, Raynor went about his day as if nothing had happened. But it wasn't because he didn't care about the consequences. Later, he comes back, but only to take active measures to hide his crime.
I went to the land, going back to the tree, to cut off his head and hands. After doing so, I bagged them, then placed them inside one of the buckets. I took that bucket in my work van
People can't talk.
to a drain ditch 4 to 5 miles up the road, dumping it.
Matthew was a country guy who left his family behind to live with roommates that he trusted most. But what happened to him after his death, that is by far the most disturbing part of this case.
The next Wednesday night, I went to cut off the legs and arms. I found that wildlife had gotten him, so I cut off his forearm and legs below the knee, bagged them. Then I was able to rip out his upper leg bone from his hip sockets, bagging them with some of his clothes. I believe you're trying to say finally, but it's called fennel. I bagged his torso, throwing it all in a drain ditch 7 to 6 miles up. Thank you.
Cops take another pause while Raynor finishes the timeline, focusing on what he did with the body. It's at this moment that Joyner starts laying out the plan aloud, and it's not just the details that catch the officers off guard, but how calmly he talks about it.
The entire situation was Matthew.
So, everything I told you last time we spoke about first running rumors and all that wasn't a lot, that was all factual. The only thing that changed from what I told you last time, the best thing was basically just the fact that when I confronted him, I was like, oh, I got shot. So everything was pretty much the same. Like I said, he was spreading rumors, he was spreading drugs, he was spreading strangers, everything shit like that. I confronted him, I got fucking, I don't know, I got pissed off and decided, fuck it, you're not gonna fucking, I'm gonna give you the chance to fuck up.
Well, I want to know why the other friend.
When Raynor shot Matthew, there was another person present at the crime scene who witnessed the horrific crime and did nothing to stop it.
So when
And he a dumbass.
Matthew was over in Colorado, dealing with the VA, getting all that stuff done for himself, to go grocery store, pick up groceries. He got dropped off at a. He got dropped off at like Cassandra and Jason's. I went to go walk with him as we walked up the road. At the cart carrying the groceries and everything. As we got to an intersection, a shot rang out. Matt got shot in his right lung from Joyner's rifle. Specifically his AR-15. Matt, not knowing what's happening, he did say, I got shot, and he starts to freak out. Then Joyner comes from around the corner with my Beretta. He sticks it to his face and shoots him in the jaw, which makes his eyes swell up. he starts to choke at his blood as he hits the floor. And then he hovers over